you so much for your invitation. I'm really glad, and hi everybody. So okay, once I got my invitation at Kazakhstan, the current temperature at my country was 32 degree. But once I checked Kazakhstan temperature, it was minus 20 degree. The thing come to my mind after seeing this minus 20 degree is this one. Having fun on the snow, it stay on my mind like 30 seconds. Then another thought come to my mind is, sorry, this one, freezing cold, this cold weather. By the way, it's me, Anwar MD Abdullah. I'm a YouTuber, the channel named the Flutter Way, which is the second most popular YouTube channel globally for Flutter. And I'm also a Google developer expert for Flutter and Dirt. Do you know my BMW app is building using Flutter? Not just BMW. Even this is the interface of this app where you can control your whole car. You can unlock your car. You can check the speed, air conditioner, everything. Not just BMW, Google, eBay, Alibaba using Flutter for building their apps. Now you may ask, what is Flutter? Flutter is a free and open source UI toolkit that developed by Google. It allows developers to create cross-platform application for it users thing. Maybe you want to build an application for Android, iOS, you can do it for Flutter. Not just mobile. If you want to build a web app or a desktop app, doesn't matter, Windows or Mac or even Linux, you can do it by using Flutter. And the best part is just from a single code base. So today I'll explain how you can take your Flutter app from boring to beautiful. You know, beautiful experience and great UI doesn't happen by themselves, but it doesn't mean they're pretty hard to do. And today I'll explain how expert apply simple and straightforward techniques to build great user experience and well-built app on Flutter. So we're trying to build a food delivery app, and today the Kazakh food, I tasted Kazakh food, and it was just amazing. I really love the food, and we're gonna build a food app. At first, we need to think what we're gonna build. This is the app concept that we want to build, and this is the onboarding screen on, you can say, starting screen on our app. This is the sign up screen. Please don't ignore this, forget password at top. It's my bad. And this is the sign in screen. And at the end, I'll show how we create this amazing homepage on Flutter. So let's get started, start building. So first, we try to build this onboarding screen on Flutter. If you want to build this screen, you need to wrap inside a column. You need to define an image at the top, then a text for the title and text for the description. At the end, a button. So once you tried it on your Flutter app at the beginning, it looks like that. Yeah, we'll almost reach what we wanted, but not exactly what we wanted. Now look at this text. Here we define a font size which is 22 and font width W600, which means medium font width. It's totally fine, but there is a better way to do that on Flutter. We have text theme. So Flutter team already defined text theme for you. It doesn't matter if you need huge text on your app, you can use display large, and I'm sure 99.9% you don't need that one so big. Or even if you need a caption, you can use body small, but we want something like what it called title for our title, and you can see the title large, the font size is 22, and the font width, I think there is laser. Does this have laser? Does it have laser?
Other side.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, my bad. That's why it's okay. So look at this title large. where the font size is 22 and the font width is medium. This is what we really wanted. So instead of those line of text, just we replace with a title large, and as you can see, we still have the same style, but we reduce a lot of line of code. And instead of using hard code value, it's hard to maintain those hard code value on your app. We used large title, and it all on your whole app is the same. Now come to the button. Yeah, we just add the button and style on our app, where we define the background color, minimum size, which is on the width is double.infinite, and the height 48 of height, elevation 0 is okay. We got our result, but there is a problem. The problem is in our whole app, we need to define button a couple of times. And what do you want me to copy those button style on each and every time? Obviously, that's not make any sense. So how we can solve this problem? Actually, Flutter come with a theme data, or we can use define our theme or anything. Here, as you can see, it comes elevated button theme, or we just copy and paste our whole button style here, and look at the code. Now we just define our elevated button, and it's same as before. On each time, if we need to really define a button on our app, we just say elevated button, and it looks like that. Problem solved. Now come to the home page. We already know how to add text, large text, and this button is already problem is solved. And now we're looking at this from field here, 3 from field. So how we create this from? Now inside the form, we need 4 text field, one for full name, email, password field, and confirm field. But once you define the text field on Flutter, at the beginning it looks like that, but this is not what we wanted. We want to customize it. So how we customize this design? So if you want to customize your design on Flutter text field, you need to define it on input decoration. As you can see here, at first we say the fill is true. That means it allows us now to add a background color to our text field. Then we define the background color, which is the fill color. At the end, we add a border, input border to our text field. At the border radius is 6 and border side color. So it's look good, perfect. So once we add focus, the design is changed. On Flutter, we have 4 states for our text field. One is enable, border, and another one is disable border, focused, and error border. So if you want, you can add 4 style for your text field. Now this is the unfocused border style. So to solve that problem, we can define our focused border. As you can now, the problem is gone. We are now same for the enable and focus state. But there is another problem. You can notice here, look at this code. This outline, this border, focus border, and the enable border, the code is same. As you can see, we duplicate the code. So the solution is pretty simple. We just create a variable and define our style here and use it there. The problem is solved. Okay, but there still we can do in better ways. As you can see now, here we have 4 text fields. Still, for each text field, we need to copy those line of code and paste it there, which is not obviously a good option to do. So how we solve that problem? This is a similar one that we solve on our button. Remember the button one, we use theme data. So back to the theme data. And theme data, we have an option for input decoration theme, as you can see, where we just copy and paste our field, color and field, enable border and focus border. And look at each text field. It automatically changed their appearance. So now each time you define a text field, you don't worry about the text style. It's just required if what action you made. Here I just use onSave. Once the user save, you'll get the data. And for each text field, the hint text is different. That's why I need it. Maybe you need to do other kind of stuff like validation in your form. For simplicity, I just add this 2 line. As you can see, it redact a lot of line of code on your Flutter app, and it's also pretty easy to upgrade in near future if you want to. Also, it's pretty easy once you work with a large team because all of your code now well organized. Now come to the heart of our screen or home page. So this image, this one is pretty simple. Inside the image, we add a border radius here. But come to this one. So how we can achieve this card by inside a column. At first, we need to define an image, then title for the restaurant name, and another text for this address. At the end, inside the row, we have rating, text, and text delivery time. Text and text delivery time. The problem is here, we're using this card around our app for a couple of times. Maybe let's say on your detailed page, you want to show more recommended restaurant, or you want to reuse this card. So how we can do that on Flutter? The thing is, you know component. Yeah, if you're a developer, you already figure out you can create component, but on Flutter, everything is widget. So, and Flutter, pretty easily you can create your own widget. Let's see how we convert this line of code into a widget. Look at here. I just call it restaurant info card, and I convert it as a widget. That's my whole code here. And it requires some parameter because each restaurant, it varies the image, name, location, which is this one, rating, delivery time is this one, and delivery time, and at the end on tab, we need to do some sort of action once the user press the button or card, this card. So we created our own custom widget and how we can use it. It's pretty simple. On anywhere, if you want to show this, just define restaurant card info and pass the parameter, image, name, location, delivery time, rating, and on tab. You are done. You're ready to go, and you can use it anywhere on your app. Just simple line of code instead of huge code. Even on near future, if you really want to change anything, just go to this widget and you can change it. Now come to this one. I already created a video where I show you how I created this entire home page from scratch. There's the video, there's the home page, you can see. There's a filter page. So if you want to check this video, you can go to this URL or you can scan this QR code and you will go there. Now come to the another part. Also, I complete this whole UI on Flutter. That's the intro. If you need this code, you can email me or knock me on LinkedIn. I'll give you the full source code of that UI. I already have this one. The final stuff. Thank you. Sorry for there's no noise. He says thank you in Bangla, Russian, and Kazakh. Also in English. Yes. So thank you guys for staying with me. If you want to reach out to me, you can reach out. You'll find me anywhere in abuanwar072@gmail.com or LinkedIn, or if you're using Instagram, you can find me on Instagram, abuanwar072. If you want to connect with me on LinkedIn, you can just scan this code. It shows my profile. I'm pretty active at email and LinkedIn. if you need faster response, just email me or connect me on LinkedIn. So if you want to learn more about Flutter, just go to flutter.dev. You'll learn more from Flutter. And also, if you'd like to check my YouTube channel, you can go to YouTube/theflutterway or YouTube @theflutterway. If you guys have any question, you can ask me. Yeah. Okay.
I'm so sorry, but we need a microphone for our.
Yeah.
Sorry, 1 minute.
Sure. Okay.
Watch the video. They won't hear the question.
So, which mockups I find is or very expensive or very ugly, and how resources you use?
For mockup video, are you talking about the video?
Mockup
Design. You are talking about like
device.
Yeah, this one. This device, whole
yes,
device.
yes, on presentation and for your video.
For those mockups, I'm using a tool called Rotato. Rotato, it gives it's like maybe $50 for a year, or you can buy a license for once. But it's pretty cool. You have mockup for laptop, tablet, and iPhone, and those are pretty high quality mockups. Even you can create amazing intro with this Rotato app, but it's only for Mac. You have to, and the other voice. And for those intro video, I'm using After Effects, and you will find a lot of interesting After Effects template, pre-made template. Look at here, I'm using a pre-made template on After Effects. You'll find those on Theme Forest.
I'm listening about After Effects. It use usually for anime music video.
You can do a lot of stuff on After Effects. It's pretty handy tool and
Very beautiful. Well,
yeah.
I like it.
Thank you. Yeah, but for mockup, I highly recommend Rotato because I used it for like more than 2 years now, and I really enjoyed it. If you have Mac, and I highly recommend Rotato for your Mac. For you.
I hope I use soon.
Yes, or maybe you'll find. I think I know another source. FreePic, you'll find a lot of amazing mockup on FreePic. Yeah.
Yes. But I think After Effects it's hard to use. I need study on courses
Okay.
for After Effects.
Yeah, you should try. Or if you need something, just let me know. I'll provide you. No problem if I have the access or if I have it. Just email me and I'll provide you that. If you need like After Effects template, how I just build this. Everything is a template. I just need to drag and drop my UI here, and they just made interesting for me.
Thank you.
Welcome. Let's back. Oh, okay.
How much remaining for time?
How much time?
How much time a new developer can spend for learning Flutter? While learning Flutter.
Flutter is around here for like 3 or 4 years, and last 2 years is just booming. And it depends. If you want to learn Flutter, actually it depends. If you are a really beginner as a web developer or really beginner, it may take some time. But if you are someone already familiar with development, like if you are a web developer or Swift developer, then it just takes you a couple of days to learn Flutter. It's pretty easy and the documentation is top-notch. And you will find a lot of resources online on Flutter.
Is it possible to learn Flutter without any development experience?
Yes, obviously you can learn it. Flutter is pretty easy to learn, obviously, because of its well-documented. Flutter documentation is one of the greatest documents I ever read. They have everything so nicely organized. It's pretty easy to follow.
And English language is important while learning Flutter or not?
Maybe you'll find it in Russian, but I'm not sure. I never checked it.
Okay,
Вопросы?
that's all.
Thank
Do
you.
you have questions?
I have a little present for you.
Yes, sure.
Thanks. One second. Минутку, я сначала переведу, как объяснить, что это такое.
Oh, I just want thank you.
Такс. It's a souvenir. Такс.
Переводчик рядом сидит.
Просто может это этот. Embroidery cross stitch. Правильно я прочитала? Вышивка крестиком. Embroidery cross stitch. Embroidery.
Дай почитаю.
Просто embroidery.
Да.
It's old Kazakh man.
Okay.
He play on national music instrument dombra.
Okay.
I make it when I was 14.
Okay, so this is special. Thank you so much. It looks so pretty. Yes, obviously special. Thank you, thank you. It means a lot to me, you know. So you're a pretty good artist. You should
Thank you.
you should continue though. Thank you. I really like it. That's amazing. Thank you. Thank you.
Да.
We're done. Also, thank you so much for inviting me here. I'm glad. Ah, this one. You're so good at it. Just